Hey there guys, how's it going? Hope you're all doing well and welcome to another Ark Survival Evolved video on official PvP servers. Obviously this is Conquest servers, as all my recent videos have been. If you don't know what they are 25-man tribe servers that have been up a couple of months now on the PC. They still haven't released these for console and I'm not sure why, but hey ho, I don't know. Apparently these are the Snail Games initiative. But I'm playing with a group of people that I did play small tribes with. We've managed to have a good time on here. It's been really interesting kind of getting a slight taste of the mega tribe life. Haven't done that in quite a while. I do love small tribes, but obviously with small tribes you do have the issue of getting offline raided. It's super hard to keep a constant presence with only 6 of you playing in one single tribe. And with that in mind, I'd love to get a little bit of feedback from you guys. If you could just take a second to leave a comment, let me know which kind of Ark servers you play on. If you do, if you play unofficial, if you play the official cluster, small tribes, conquest, or even if you don't play Ark. I'd love to know if you just actually watch these because you like to see what's happening in the game, or you used to play Ark or not anymore, or even if you just like to hang out because you like my style of videos. I'd love to know, so leave me a comment down below with that little bit of feedback. So what I'm going to be showing you here on screen is just going to be a highlights of this big, I guess, defense that happened. Now this was the weekend after Extinction release. I think Extinction released roughly on the Tuesday, nearly into Wednesday because of wildcard delays. And these guys, who are actually called Gulu, they turned up at the weekend. So it was the first time really that anyone would have been able to have a lot of people online after Extinction came out. So fortunately, one of our guys managed to find them as they were fobbing up. However, we didn't get enough people online quickly enough to stop them from really getting their fob down. So the situation, as I actually log into the server, is that they have a decent fob on our ramp, and as you're going to see from the footage, we have a base here on Blue Ob that we're trying to defend, and the main ramp up to Blue Ob, they have a fob there, and it is just at the bottom of the ramp. Not too close to our base, but close enough to be kind of annoying. Now these guys have brought everything. These Gulu guys, they are no joke. They are serious business. They've got everything you'd expect. They've got good players. We've had experience with them on small tribes and other servers, and we know they've got everything. So we're expecting a tough fight here with some experienced players. Now in Conquest you are allowed to ally with people. Obviously there's no hard ally, so you can't actually get the blue name in game, but we managed to pull a couple of people from our allies as well to get ourselves up to the full 25, and in all honesty it was absolute madness because obviously each base, you have your stuff in your base and you're prepped for a potential raid that might happen, but that time when it does happen you don't have everything where you want it. We were quite low on resources. Obviously the island isn't great for farming, so although we did manage to kit up and we had, you know, just about enough stuff to defend with, it was a little bit worrying, I guess, when they first turned up, knowing that we didn't have as much stuff as we'd like in the base to defend with. So this defense did manage to go on for quite a while. I'm going to say about 6 hours, although I'm not sure exactly. But in all honesty, although it's a 6-hour defense, guys, the footage I have for you, in my opinion, is not super exciting. It was one of those Mexican standoffs, basically. They were at the bottom of our spam, trying to get rid of a little bit of spam and push up, while we were also there with our Reaper Kings. We were trying to stop them from getting any flyers too close with the Reaper King Spear. We also had our rock golems, which we were throwing at them. My tribe mate Mudrat actually had a melee golem that he was on, and melee golems are super great for defense because they're so annoying. Obviously they just have unlimited rocks that they can throw at people, and if they hit people on the ground and they've got melee in your actual golem, they can be pretty deadly. So because we were stopping them from managing to blow the spam there, they managed to try and get a Quetz up to one of our cliff turrets. I think they did manage to blow some of those turrets there at one point, but in all honesty, it was just a lot of what you're seeing on screen right now. It was just a lot of, let's just look at each other, you know, they can't really push while we're here, we can't really push them too much, you know, either tribe is just sitting here waiting for the other one to make a mistake and just bait out their tames, bait out mistakes so that they will do something silly, lose a tame, lose some kits, and so on and so forth. So they didn't really seem to have too many ideas here for what ended up happening. I don't think they expected us to manage to get so many people online and defending this ramp, and they couldn't really move up at all. Now they did have one or two really good snipers, especially this guy, I don't know if I'll have some footage of it, who was on top of their Quetzal. They had a Quetzal floating, there was one guy on top of this Quetzal, and he was hitting so many shots. Now don't get me wrong, I'm probably the last person to say that someone is cheating just because they're getting some headshots. I love to snipe myself sometimes. I get some nice shots, not quite near where like the best snipers in the game are, but obviously nice shots, they happen, and sometimes they can happen consistently if you're a decent sniper. But what it was suspicious is that this guy was like using a fabricated sniper, just like pop 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 pop, hitting loads of shots while we're running around. So although we didn't actually say, you know, you guys are cheating or anything, one of the enforcement team, and this is the cool thing about the Conquest servers, people who actually enforce the rules on there come and watch the big fights quite often, which is a reason I think it'd be cool to have these on console as well. One of the enforcement team was actually watching the fight, so he's watching there in his admin mode. He can see everything that's going on, he can see where people are scanning and the kind of shots people are hitting. After a while, I think it was 3 or 4 hours, I think a couple of them ended up getting banned. Now it came up on the screen saying that some people weren't playing to the rules and action has been taken, and their snipers got banned. Their snipers got banned. So what do you know? I think this is the first time I've ever had it where someone seemed to be cheating. The devs were there and they actually banned them. It was crazy. We were like, oh my god, someone's actually been banned for aimbotting. This is ridiculous. Now obviously I cannot 110% confirm that it was that sniper guy that got banned, but we didn't see him after that and they stopped sniping us after that, and in the end, not too long after that, they just ended up giving up. We'd been stood there for a long while, no one was getting anywhere, and they just ended up giving up, as you're gonna see here. Now unfortunately we weren't quite as well prepped as we could have been. When we wanted to push them, we didn't have all their tech tappy saddles ready and whatever. I think we'd lost one of our tech tappy saddles and we didn't have many on us, but they basically retreated. They cryopoded everything up, which, as awesome as cryopods are, it is a little bit disappointing when you're on the wrong end of it, i.e. you might get a nice little meat run in and everything's being cryopoded, but they just held the fort there, and then eventually we got that tech shield down. I think they actually blew the tech shield. I think I might have the footage, I'm not 100% sure, and then we just went in and got like a couple of things, nothing too crazy. So really, my experience here of this big massive raid was that, I don't know, it just wasn't that fun, in all honesty. I do enjoy the slightly bigger than small tribes life, and I think actually Kishko said in a recent video that he thought 10-man servers would be a cool thing, and after this experience I think I would probably agree, because 6-man is a little too few. You don't have enough people online all the time to defend, but this 25-man, it's pretty much the same as the normal mega official tribes, because even on normal official, like, the mega tribes don't often have 25 plus on all at the same time, so it's pretty similar. It's just got boosted rates, and I guess it favors people who can't quite get to that mega tribe level. Now personally, I would actually like to see some duos servers as well. I know it would be even worse for getting offline raid to only have 2 of you, but at least everyone else is in the same position. And also, I think it would be cool to, I know in Kishko's video he was saying that maybe turrets could do more damage when you're not online. Something like that would be quite cool. I'm thinking maybe you could have an offline raid protection that kicks in after maybe 3 or 4 hours of someone not being in, faster auto decays, who knows. But either way, that could be a whole nother video, me talking about all that kind of stuff. I just wanted to show you guys this big raid defense that we had, and although there wasn't too much like crazy sniping or whatever that I sometimes managed to get, I think it does give you a fair reflection of what actually happens on these kinds of raids. And to be honest, this one was pretty much a massive stalemate. So in the next few videos, we kind of take advantage of this whole extinction, making people go off into all different directions of servers, and we go and do a little bit of offline raiding and griefing. We managed to do some really good, well, farming basically off the back of it. So you've got loads of that to come. If you weren't sure of my schedule, I actually upload every other day, or at least try to. So that's 3, sometimes 4 uploads in a week if it's a really, really good week. But it's normally free, guys. So it's an ideal kind of channel to turn those notifications on for, because I'm not going to spam you box or anything, but I do try and post relatively regularly. But that's it for this video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.